Are we ready for me to mess this up big time?
I think he'll be fine.
Okay, got you. Hey guys, it's me, the Goblin Simp, crawling out of the void like a raccoon returning to a dumpster it once loved. I know, shocking. I'm actually posting. You probably thought I died, evaporated, got drafted into another fandom, or got eaten by my own art projects. But no, I'm very much alive and I have things to talk about today. Grab a snack, or don't, starve I guess, I'm not your mom, but I have a lot to catch you up on. So let's address the question that has apparently been haunting some of you. Where have you been? And honestly, great question. I ask myself that daily. The last couple years have been like waking up in a cutscene with no context. But don't worry, I'm gonna break it down. First though, we have to talk about something important, something sacred, something beautiful, something I've been working on like a mad scientist. My new character design. Yes, the rebrand, the glow up, the long-awaited evolution. Meet the new me, Goblin Simp 2.0. She's prettier, cuter, and more accurate and more me. And scientifically proven to be 86 more goblin and 200% more simp. The reason I love this new design so much is because it finally feels honest. The old one always felt like I was pretending to be a different version of myself, like a character I created instead of a character I connected with. But this new design, she looks like my actual body, my actual proportions, and my actual vibe. She feels more comfortable. When I draw her, it doesn't feel like I'm forcing a personality, it feels like I'm expressing the version of myself I actually experience every day. Now listen, the old design wasn't bad. She had a solid run. She did her job. She was the main character during the early days of my channel and my art journey. But over time, she didn't feel like me anymore. It was like wearing your favorite hoodie that suddenly doesn't feel right. Still nostalgic, still cute, but not who you are now. She became more of a character than a persona, and every time I used her, I felt disconnected. I think deep down, I started to dislike the old design because it represented a version of myself I'd outgrown. The version of me who made her was younger, different, and dealing with things. I don't resonate with that era anymore. It just reminded me of the years I spent dealing with demons, an ex that cheated on me, and a time where I felt like I had nobody. And the more I changed, the more the design felt like a costume instead of a reflection. So I wasn't just rebranding, I was letting go of an older version of myself, which is hard, but also kind of necessary at times. So now that she's here, let's finally get into what I know you're waiting for, where I've been and why I've stopped posting like I ran into the woods and never came back. The past few years have been a journey, a chaotic one, a side quest that turned into a main quest that turned into a DLC that nobody asked for. I've been juggling school, work, mental health, friendships breaking, friendships forming, identity shifts, burnout, recovery, and basically going through every character arc imaginable. It hasn't been simple, but it's been shaping me into the person that I am now, and the creator I want to be. A huge part of my online life used to revolve around the Soniverse. If you're new here, which you probably are, the Soniverse started as a small creative project, a cool little Spider-Verse idea that slowly grew into an entire community. It was fun at first, it was inspiring. I was world building, hosting events, helping people with their characters, voice chatting almost every day, and genuinely enjoying myself. But over time, things changed. The Spider-Sona fandom itself started becoming hella toxic. People stopped focusing on creativity and started focusing on drama, competition, clout, and this weird pressure to constantly be producing something or proving yourself. Small disagreements turned into big issues, boundaries got crossed, people I trusted switched up, and it stopped being a safe space. It felt like every week there was a new problem or some new person causing chaos for no reason. And all of that eventually seeped into the Soniverse itself. My own project became stressful and heavy, and instead of feeling proud of it, I felt drained by it. It got to a point where I couldn't even look at my Frost Spider character anymore without getting this sinking feeling in my stomach, like this drop of anxiety, nostalgia, and disappointment all mixed together. That character used to make me excited to draw, and now it just reminds me of everything that went wrong. So I had to step away. Not because I wanted to, but because staying was slowly killing my motivation and joy as a creator. Leaving the Soniverse was hard, but it was something I needed to do to heal and move forward. And since we're talking about things that shaped where I've been, we might as well get into the ex situation. I'm not gonna drop names or feed drama. That's not what this video is for, and honestly, I don't want to give him the clout. I just don't care. But I am going to be honest. because it was a huge part on why I disappeared. The truth is, the relationship I was in was really damaging. He cheated on me constantly like it was a hobby, and every time I tried to set boundaries or explain how things made me feel, he would ignore it, or cross the boundaries like they didn't matter. Over time, it made me feel small, unwanted, and honestly kind of invisible. Instead of feeling cared for, I felt like I was walking on eggshells 24/7. He'd yell at me over the littlest things, twist situations around on me, and made me feel like I was the problem, even though I knew deep down I wasn't. Being with someone who doesn't respect you, doesn't listen to you, and doesn't value you drains you in ways you don't realize until you're finally out of it. And when it finally ended, I didn't feel relief at first. It felt like something inside me had been hollowed out. That whole chapter really affected me emotionally and creatively. It made it really hard to draw, hard to post, hard to feel really motivated, honestly. That relationship was one of the biggest reasons I pulled back from everything and took time to figure out who I was again without someone tearing me down. I'm doing fine now, though. I have a wonderful support system, and I'm much happier than I was a few months ago. Ever since leaving him, I felt free to do my own things, and you know what? I'm happy for that. Now, what have I been doing creatively? Well, I've been working on art improvements, new characters, learning techniques, developing ideas, and figuring out what direction I want my content to go in. I didn't want to come back until I felt like I actually had something real and genuine to share. Not just forcing content to keep the channel or my socials alive. I'm also developing a game, Delta in the Dark Web. It's been fun being able to make something like this with the helps of my friends. Personally, I've been trying to grow up a little, get my life in order, handle responsibilities, and just breathe. 2024 hit like a train, which is fucking ironic because I actually love trains. So stepping back and healing was honestly good for me. I needed that break, even if it wasn't planned. And now that I'm back, I feel more grounded and more excited about creating again. So moving forward, here's the plan. I want to make more content, not just random uploads, but stuff I'm proud of. More commentary, more personal projects, more persona content with the new design, and more consistent posting. I want this channel to feel like home again, a place where I can be myself, share my work, and connect with people who support what I make. If you're still here after my disappearing act, thank you. Seriously. The fact that you stuck around or came back means more than I can explain. I'm excited to make content again. And I'm excited about this new era. I'm excited to actually show up instead of ghosting like a side character in a filler episode. But before I wrap this up, I want to take a second to actually thank the people who kept me going while all of this was happening. Seriously. If it weren't for my friends, I probably would have disappeared into the woods permanently. So, shout out to the people who stuck by me when everything felt like it was falling apart. Honorable mentions go to Tony.
She's 86!
Joey.
How about you find your fucking dad who left?
And Baxter.
I swear to fucking God.
And of course, this includes everyone else who checked up on me. You know, Percy. I gotta think. Percy, Evan, Connie, April. Oh my God, I don't have any friends. Thanks to all these people. Just thanks to everybody who helped me. You guys give me reasons to keep creating and keep healing and keep moving forward. I'm really grateful for you, even if I joke around too much to say it often. So yeah, that's where I've been, why I changed, and what's coming next. Thanks for watching, thanks for being patient, and get ready for more chaos, more art, and more goblin energy. But before you go, don't forget to check out my other socials if you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube. I'm active on Instagram, that's where I post my art. And you can join my Discord server. We like VC in there every day and we're really chaotic, but you know, in a good way. I'm going to be on Twitch a lot too. So if you want to hang out with me live, draw with me, or just want to watch me fail beautifully at some video games, that's the place you can be. Alright, I'm done. You can leave now, or subscribe. I'm sure you won't regret it.